Everyone say hi, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Craig, you're adopted.
That's not nice.
With an oven, Craig.
So, welcome back. Last session, y'all woke up in the Legionnaires' camp. A little bit of retconning here. Numbers are not my strong suit, and I realized well after it that saying that there's, however many Legionnaires, 70,000 Legionnaires in 10 Legionnaires camps would mean that there were 700,000 soldiers in the Legion just surrounding this camp, which is a little bit fucking ridiculous. So, obviously possible, not very, doesn't make a lot of sense. So, retcon, from now on, each legion consists of 10,000 soldiers. There are a total of 5 legions. That's 50,000 soldiers total. The elves consist of, you don't know, but you know each legion has 10,000 soldiers in it. That is completely reasonable. And we're moving on.
Don't know why.
So, last session, a blighted horror attacked the Legion camp that you were staying in. It was basically an amalgamation of different animal parts covered in the black, shiny carapace that protected it. It protected everything but its face, which was the face of a screaming 7 to 10-year-old girl. The scream did not stop until you finally vanquished the beast by Harlow polymorphing it into like a fucking bird or some shit.
Rat.
Was it a rat?
Definitely a rat.
It was a rat.
Yeah, I turned it into like a small mouse.
Mm-hmm. Mouse, rat, some fucking rodent shit. Barely, it literally was like 2 away from it making its saving throw or something. It was very close. I'm not happy about it. You managed to actually catch it, unfortunately, as it tried to run away and scurry away. And then you put it in the bag of holding. Mm-hmm.
In my defense, great idea.
I started checking and asking you what you were doing and let you know I set a timer. That didn't really register with anybody.
No, you did not set a timer.
I did set a timer.
No, he did set a timer.
I did set a timer if you are going to role play. You decided to not role play and began pursuing other actions that take time. So I took more time off. In doing so, 10 minutes passed, which means polymorph ends. And a massive monstrosity, 60 feet tall, 60 feet wide, erupted into the space that was the inside of the bag of holding, which is, I believe, if my memory serves me, a 5-foot cube. Or something like that. Maybe 15-foot cube. Still.
15-foot cube, because in another campaign, I have 4-foot tall geode rocks in the bag of holding.
Okay, it is a 15-foot cube. 60 feet, bigger than 15. It ripped the bag of holding, which means all of everything in your bag of holding is scattered across the astral plane. Everything that you have is lost. Anything that is not written down on your inventory sheet is gone, including gold, weapons, everything. Everything that is in the chat on the Discord for the bag of holding is gone, except for Tim, your Mother Tree book. It was in the bag of holding. You have it out enough. I would imagine that you did not keep it in there constantly. So, it was not in there. It is in your. You can make sure you add that to your actual character sheet. After that happened, Bruce pulled out a duck. He started playing with a duck. Pulled out a feather, and then Delta just walked up and pulled out a feather out of the duck, and then just completely fucking disappeared. Just popped out of existence on this plane.
I also pulled a feather.
Harlow also pulled a feather. Yeah, it was great. Things
So it's a
happen.
duck. It's a duck of many things.
Correct.
It's a duck of many things. That is absolutely right. With that, we're going to get started. We're going to start with you guys deciding what to do next. I'm going to go lay down with Jackson, who needs to fall asleep. So I will be right back. But decide amongst yourselves what the next plan is.
So,
Well, I do have mending. Could we mend the bag of holding?
well, it's got a giant monster in it now. Even if we do fix it,
No, everything ripped. It ripped to shreds, and the monster went into an astral plane along with all of our belongings.
but the
Yeah, we
bag
just
is
end up
still-
with it. If we mended it, all we'd end up with is a mended.
And then-
Yeah, which
Because all
would be
the
kind of
men-
nice to have.
yeah, it is nice to have a bag of holding, so that's worth doing. That poor astral plane is a monstrosity in it.
Yeah, somebody in that astral plane.
Someone's gonna be pissed when they find it.
Good thing Harlow kept some of his money.
Yeah, we are mostly broke now.
So all we got is in our pockets now.
Correct. Anything that's in your inventory is what you have.
Oh man, did they change the Roll20 interface while I was gone?
Yes.
No. All right, I found the character sheet.
Yeah, it keeps changing. It seems like I kind of like the old one.
Yeah,
So
old is always better.
we got the blob thing. Delta went bye-bye. And they sent a message saying, "Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm in France."
They're in a French-speaking world,
Yes.
Oh.
which may or may not be a good thing.
So if they come back, they'll be wearing a beret and a mustache and smell really bad.
And have bad food.
And they might have bad bugs.
Ugh. But did anything happen with the? I remember a couple episodes ago where Delta was following Harlow. When Harlow went alone or something.
Oh,
No.
yeah, because Delta was going to follow Harlow. Delta
yeah.
didn't like that Harlow tried to polymorph them to fly
Yeah.
with them. So, outside the game, you guys don't know what Harlow did.
No. We just noticed that Harlow got tired when he came back.
Yes, Harlow was very tired. So I think first thing first is that we check on the people around here. We check with the commander.
Yeah.
And then we get the fuck out.
Well,
Well,
we got
get
a lot
out.
of work to do, Seth.
Hmm?
We have a lot of work to do yet.
Yeah, I mean this army is going for the the cluster of
Yes.
light.
They're
Are you
heading
you want
for
to go ahead of it?
Dragonvor, so
Do you want to go out ahead of them? I think we had a battle plan all set up, like whether we were going to basically distract the horde while we try to make a run for Dragonvor.
Oh, that is fair.
yeah, I'd rather not we distract the horde or whatever it is, and then they go for Dragonvor. That sounds
Might be more
not as
effective.
good.
I don't know. Harlow could just polymorph us all into cheetahs, and we just lead the horde away.
Mm-hmm. And have you seen the new picture of Dragonvor, Tim?
No. Is it in
I
chat?
think Ian sent it in the chat,
Is it in
right?
the general, or is it in the lore
What?
chat? World info. Is this it? No.
Kyle, do you remember where that got sent?
It's just in
I
the
haven't
Facebook
seen it
chat?
yet. So did he send it just to you in text?
No, he sent it to the group because we were all like, huh.
View media. This won't be a giant list.
I don't remember this. So if they did,
SpongeBob memes.
was it?
Was it one of the AI generated ones?
No, we'll ask him when he comes back to resend it.
Okay.
So we have the decision to go with them, but split when they want to when we get closer, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah. Eventually, they distract and we make the wrong Dragon Core.
I just feel like that's a lot of people that are going to be, yeeted.
It is. But I mean,
Oh God, why is this
it-
sacrifice a few to save the many?
Because we'd probably sacrifice ourselves and still not get rid of Dragonvor.
yeah. Oh, and they do it willingly. They're doing it to save their land. So
Right.
if you ask any Legionnaire if they're willing to die to cure the blight, they're going to say yes.
That is very fair.
It's not ideal, but the only real way to have a distraction big enough is to have a giant wall of meat crash into another giant wall of meat.
That sounds sexual.
And hopefully by the end of it, Dragonvor's dead.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's a lot of hoping.
And hopefully he's the overall villain that we've been needing to kill. And if not, then maybe the blight won't disperse. And then we're boned. Who knows?
I mean, will it just disperse once Dragonvor is gone?
That's the thought right now. Assuming he's the control, like basically the central brain of the whole thing.
I feel like it would take the mother trees to reinvigorate the land or something like that to make it normal after Dragonvor is gone.
Yeah, I imagine so. What is there anything else we needed to do before we do the big engagement?
Hmm.
I mean, I can't think of anything.
How was everybody's
Like
spells and
Tent of the
stuff?
Wounded.
Yeah.
After I only really did a couple spells. My big ones are gone for the time being.
The biggest question is going to be how long does it take to get to the other wall of stuff? Because who knows if there's going to be rest days, theoretically.
Right.
Yeah, it would be nice to definitely take a break and rest to get spell slots back and HP.
Yeah.
But there's being this close to the central blight, it may who knows what may be generated. Another amalgamation. Or worse.
I'm going to go with worse.
Well, we need another backup holding then.
Yep. Hey, at least it's empty this time.
We found a weakness.
Yeah, it's empty this time, so we don't have to worry about
Could be polymorph Dragonvor. Mm-hmm.
Can we just? How big is Dragonvor? Can we just shove him in there?
No, the opening's kind of small.
But once he's in there, how big? Would he take up the whole area?
It's 64 cubic feet. I just looked it up a little bit ago. So no, he probably wouldn't.
Holding?
The bag of holding, yeah. At least according to what I just looked up a little bit ago.
So
64.
We didn't lose everything then, right?
No, we definitely lost everything.
That thing is way bigger than 64 cubic feet. I mean, that's just 8 by 8 by 8.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's 8x8. I'm sorry. That's
I
far
Yeah,
don't
far
that
know.
thing
apart.
was like 40 by 40.
Yeah, no, it's definitely bigger than 64 cubic feet.
Because it
Well,
took up
Dragon
multiple
Dragon could probably
squares.
fit inside there and not blow it up. But I mean, if we put him in there, I would just burn the thing afterwards. Get rid of him.
Break it, yeah.
But again,
Wait.
maybe he'd have it way back from the astral plane, though.
Probably, but wouldn't he suffocate?
Yeah, so it's the idea. Don't burn it then. Because I'm running out of air.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's what he deserves.
Uh-huh.
We'll put him in there, and then we'll like boil some water and throw the bag inside the boiling water, so it fills up with boiling water
Just
to
a
drown
sauna.
and burn.
Just a sauna.
Fill with bees, fire ants. I guess we'll when he gets back, we say that we probably want to rest if we can. Probably help tend the wounded on the Legion.
Mend the bag of holding.
And the bag of holding, yeah, if we can.
Either that or we need to get a bag of holding from the Legion. Because they probably got spares.
Yes. Good idea.
Better issue. I think it was a bag of holding filled with bags of holding.
Mm-hmm.
So a bag of holding for each of us. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And one for Dragon 4.
And
Hi.
also, Kyle, put that fucking duck away.
I'm back.
You're the one that pulled one from it.
You're the one that ran up to me and said, "Here, pull it."
I don't know. You were
Here,
complaining about it.
Here, pull my duck.
My duck. We all know John's the one to go for it.
Yeah, because you can't fucking tempt the ADHD fucking nincompoop to go, "Do you want a shiny penny?" Of course I want the fucking shiny penny.
All right. Well, we're back in. Let's get going. Harlow,
Hey.
you still see that little duck? You guys fell. Where I'm going to say that you guys fell asleep. It's a new day. You still see that little duck up. Quack.
Is it a live duck?
Yes.
Oh shit! It's a live duck.
Yeah, it's a live duck. It doesn't need to eat or do anything. It's just alive.
Oh,
It lives.
You have a fucking sentient duck of many things. Hold on. Harlow is using speak with animals.
Okay.
I have it. It's a druid thing.
I know you do.
And so I just look at it and go, "What are you?"
A duck.
Brittany's listening in the kitchen and she just said, a duck.
Hi, Brittany. I love you.
Hi.
The duck looks at you, tilts its head and says, "Quack."
Jesus fucking Christ. Does it not talk?
It's not an animal.
My fucking...
Motherfucker, it's a magic item. It's not a real animal. It's just alive. 'Tis a construct, bitch. Mark off the spell slot.
I did. Harlow, is Bruce awake at this moment? It's a brand new day, right?
It's a brand new day. Pell, you wake up and you see Bruce holding a duck. which you don't recognize, and it looks at you and goes, "Quack."
Is Bruce asleep?
Absolutely.
Bruce is asleep.
Harlow and Pell are standing
Huh.
over him.
Pell's doing what...
Okay,
Harlow can
sorry.
stand over him. Pell's doing what he wants to do.
Harlow is standing over Bruce, looking at the fucking duck. I make eye contact with Pell, and I just go, shh.
Pell reaches out to the duck telepathically.
Okay. I forgot you can do that.
Oh no, are you trying to pull a feather? Pell.
You reach out to it telepathically. You hear an amalgamation of voices of... It is everything. It is nothing. It's a little bit overwhelming for you. Make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, you're fine.
Damn.
How wise as fuck, boy. Harlow, you cast a spell magic. It doesn't do anything.
What? I
Fuck
can't.
OP.
Let's see.
Pell tries to wake Bruce.
Oos. Let's see. I will roll. I'll guess I'll roll a saving throw.
It depends on how high of a level you want the magic item to be.
Yeah,
you can
I know.
just say no.
I mean, it really is just going to be it absolutely saves. It's a goddamn buck of many things against a third level spell.
Yeah. It just
Bruce,
bounces
you feel
off
magic.
it and he goes, well, shit.
Bruce, you wake up as you feel a wash of dispel magic hit the duck. And you know it came from Harlow.
Bruce just pulls the duck closer and says, "My duck, my sword."
I don't want the stupid thing. I want it gone.
Leave the sword alone.
The duck is indignant.
Bruce, it's not a duck. Bruce, it's not a sword. Bruce, it's not a sword. It is a duck.
Wah.
You can't use that to slice something.
If I pull a feather, it does.
So
The duck looks at you and lifts up a wing. Wah. Feathers splay out along it.
okay, you swear to sword, right?
Correct.
Okay. Harlow finds like a cloth that's in like their tent, okay?
Sure.
And I go, cut it. Cut the cloth.
Bruce takes the duck by the feet and starts swinging it at the cloth that Harlow's holding.
Fuck yeah. Okay. You're going, wah. It is going to roll an attack.
Wait, it's winding up? It has a wind up sound?
Bruce winds up and swings it at the duck is going to roll an attack. It's a piece of cloth that you are holding. It doesn't really have an AC. It's goddamn cloth. We'll say it's like 5. Is that acceptable?
I would accept that. I just want to see if it's like a good, like if it cuts it or if it just knocks it down.
Okay. It hits. How much damage do we want to say the cloth? How much health do you think the cloth have?
I would say like 3.
An NPC has 1.
Okay, so 1.
Okay. It bites the cloth in half. What?
Harlow goes, that doesn't prove that it's not a duck. It doesn't prove that it's a
The
sword.
cloth is in half. It is fine.
In Bruce's hand, it stands back up and puts up both wings and just goes, "Wah, wah."
It bit it. It doesn't mean that it's a sword.
It's got it. Oh god, I'm blanking on the.
It didn't slice. It bit.
And it
Harlow
feels
is-
clean. And it cut it. I held it by the handle,
You mean
And-
the feet?
the handle.
Okay. Point to me on this duck. Where's the handle?
Bruce points to the feet.
You know what? Pal, try to talk some sense into him. And Harlow Harlow walks out of the tent to get some fresh air.
Bruce yells,
Alright.
Harlow, are you going to mend the bag of holding?
As he's leaving, he just puts his hand over the bag and just whoop, mends it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You cast mending on the bag of healing. Or the bag of holding.
We also have a bag of healing, guys.
No, you don't. You cast mending on the bag of holding. Do you do anything with it afterwards?
I carry the bag with me.
Okay, you put a bag over your shoulder.
And then I'm going to go talk to the commander.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do at this time as Harlow is leaving?
Bruce yells, is the bag empty?
Harlow just goes, yes. Well, he opens it. Is the bag working again? Is it just a bag right now?
You don't know.
Okay, so I put my hand into it and I say, money. Do I pull anything out?
No.
Harlow goes, it's just a bag right now.
Your hand touches the bottom of the bag. Which
So
it
it's
has
not a
never
bag.
done before.
So it's not a bag of holding anymore. It's a bag.
Yes. Would you like the bag?
Yes, I will put my sword in it.
You put this bag on you hold the bag. It is the perfect size for your duck, and it sits in there comfortably. Quack, quack.
So, when you sheath a sword,
Quack.
I look at Bruce. I'm like, when you sheath a sword, its handle is sticking out, correct?
Correct. Its feet are definitely sticking out of the bag.
So you have a sentient creature suffocating in the bag.
What kind of bag is this? It can probably breathe through that.
It's leather, and the top of it is open.
Yeah.
This is a magic bag that you had basically completely shredded. That I'm allowing you to have it as a bag again. It
Harlow
was
is-
essentially shredded shit, and now it is a bag that has a wide open top that the duck can sit in. Even if it's upside down, that duck is comfy.
Harlow starts to turn and goes, might as well name your fucking duck then or something, and then just walks out.
I guess Harlow
Bruce-
Jr. it is.
Harlow just goes, God damn it!
That's God's damn it.
And in the distance, you just hear some lightning crack a tree.
No. You wish.
Yes.
You
No,
wish.
because Harlow was so mad. He used another spell.
Okay. Harlow, are you going to cast Call Lightning? Yes or no?
On that spot way over there, yes.
Okay. You look over there and cast Call Lightning. It does not appear there. It appears right fucking here because you guys are here. You're in a camp of 10,000 men. 10,000 people.
Okay, I point it far enough away so it doesn't hit the tents.
It literally can't. Anywhere you put within 120 feet of you is like here. Like that. If you guys are here, like at this tent, which is where you guys are in the middle of this tent area, in the middle of the Legion camp, that is 120 feet.
Okay, I don't.
Okay.
He thinks about it really hard and then does the
Harlow gets
the
really
enter
hard.
clap.
Heard. Harlow gets really hard.
That's not what I fucking said!
So, we've had a duck. We've had fun with a duck. What else you guys doing? Your duck's in a bag. Named Harlow Jr.
Jesus
Harlow,
Christ.
you want to go? You want to meet with the Legion commander?
Yes, we definitely do because we need another bag of holding.
Why would you tell him our plan?
We gotta replace what we lost.
God, think like actual Kyle, not like Bruce Kyle.
No, he's doing He has to think like Bruce. You are Bruce. You are Harlow here. You have to think like
That's
Harlow.
actually what I would think in real life.
Mm-hmm. So, Harlow, you make your way towards the tent of the Imperator Rex, Tritus Valerian. Their tent is guarded, but you are able to pass through the guards with relative ease. They only give you a pretty cursory glance as they recognize you. You've been seen here before. Pel and Bruce, what are you guys doing? Are we splitting
Bruce
up
is
the party?
going to try to keep up with Harlow because he's, going to go make sure that we get another bag of holding.
Okay. Bruce charges in right behind Harlow. Tritus is sitting at a table, making some notes, working on a map. You're not really sure. They're just sitting at a table, quill in hand, working on something. Hal, what are you doing? Hello, Tim. Are you there?
Did we lose Tim?
Other dad?
I go by Big Daddy.
There we go.
Sorry, for some reason I was going through my. So no one's heard anything I said. Awesome.
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, Pel's a quartermaster.
Pel's going to the quartermaster?
Yeah, I'm going for the quartermaster.
Okay. You begin looking for a quartermaster, relatively easy to find. In the top, the green tents are healing tents. The white tents are mess tents and armory and quartermaster. Relatively easy to find. The tent of a quartermaster. You see a dwarf there, clean shaven, short hair.
Okay. Yeah, Pel's going to approach him
Okay.
and say,
You see, they're standing there. You believe they are quartermaster because of the insignias on their armor, and they are holding a clipboard.
That seems important enough to me. Yeah, pals, walk up to this guy.
Okay. You walk up to them. Their name is you don't know yet.
It's Quartermaster, first and last name. No, Pell's gonna approach. She's gonna gently bow his head a little bit and say hello. I guess would they know who Pell is?
They would perhaps be aware of you, but you don't know for sure.
But the group I'm with would be known pretty much, right?
The group you're with is more than likely known.
Yeah, but Pell. Okay, so Pell approaches. He introduces himself as a Pell, member of the group that's helping the Legion, and Pell's going to explain that to get rid of the giant monstrosity, they put it in the bag of holding. The whole story, and then the bag of holding broke, and he wants to requisition a new one.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Okay, let me see here. So the quartermaster, or who you believe to be the quartermaster, looks up at you, and says, "Yes, Pal. I'm aware of who you are. Let me see what we have. Typically, we do not carry many magic items like that. We are more for the general service of the Legion than for specialty items. Wait here." And they walk back into their into this large tent.
Pell hums a tune to himself while he's waiting.
Okay.
One of Valen's songs, I'm sure.
Today is gonna be the day.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
We love you, Meg.
Today.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. Here's only whispers.
That's not
Okay.
Wonderwall.
That's a Meg song.
All of a sudden,
It's
we
a
just
song
randomly hear Valen just going, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
It is. It's one of Valen's favorite songs about the murder of vampires. They come back out to you, shaking their head. Unfortunately, we do not have any kind of bag of holding available at this time.
Insight check.
You're not there. Should you wish any other kind of supplies, we are more than able to supply any kind of general supplies, but as far as magic items go, we really maintain no stock of that. The Legion. We have our chests, of course, that carry our own supplies, but should you need a gladius, should you need a javelin, arrows, bolts for crossbows, spare shields, armor, that basic equipment we can supply with no issue.
Okay, well, Pell thanks him for checking. Says that he could use some arrows, actually. Fill up his quiver. And then I guess Pell might think of it for another second and say, what about a potion of healing?
Ooh. Okay. They do not have any, actually. So the quartermaster does not maintain medical supplies. That would be in charge of the healers. So they point you towards the tents that are on the other side. So you may try there. They may have some to spare. Of course, most of our healing is just magic. We don't typically stock the potions, as they are easily breakable. They may have some kind of... They look kind of lost. They don't appear to be a magic user or have much arcane knowledge. They may have something, but we don't know.
If they had a bag of holding, they wouldn't break.
Yeah,
As
let's overfill them.
so, Pell, they give you a quiver of arrows, so 60 arrows. They also give you 18 javelins
Ooh.
and 6 spears, all of which will fit in your efficient quiver.
Yes. My efficient quiver.
We
well,
should.
Pell.
Oops.
Yep. Well, yeah. Pell, thanks him very much for the supplies, and wishes him good health and a good day, and then leaves to go, I guess, find the others.
They bow their head to you as you walk away. You make your way back towards the command area. You know that Harlow and Bruce were headed towards the Legion commander, Tritus Valerian, the Imperator Rex. So you
sorry.
make your way there.
While I was muted, I actually asked while we were passing the guards if, like, members of our group happen to have some kind of like insignia or something on them that identifies them as people that are allowed to just walk into the tent, kind of.
Do members of your group, like
Yeah.
Harlow and Bruce?
Yeah, like our group, where we get like a kind of mark from like the, commander that would let us get in, I guess, since they're trusted. But not members of the Legion.
You at least, Pal, are very recognizable by the clothes in which you wear.
That's true.
Purple and gold brocaded overcoat is quite distinctive. Harlow is the only Loxodon that most of that really anybody has ever seen. And Bruce is a Minotaur, which is fucking weird as shit in Ascalon. Not a creature that is normally walking the streets, so pretty easy to tell.
Okay.
Don't forget with his fucking duck sword.
Yeah, just a pair of duck feet sticking out of a bag.
You all do not have you guys have not created an insignia for them to recognize to represent your group. You guys don't even really have a group name that you've created.
Yeah, I was more thinking that the commander would have given us something to let us kind of walk around the camp freely.
It was more look out for the dude in the purple
weirdos.
fucking
Yeah.
The goddamn elephant man and the bull boy.
Yeah.
Bull boy.
And then the
bull boy or the bull boy, the bull boy.
And Valen himself is very distinctive. Valen is an elf or a half elf with blue tattoos that dresses in armor, full armor, plate armor. That is distinctive in and of itself. Most of the elves are in light armor.
Yeah, so the armor would just like give Valen away. I'll see, but didn't most of the elves have the colored tattoos?
Yes, you wouldn't know. You don't know this for sure, but I mean, from your time in Ovidheim, all the elves and half elves that you saw had blue glowing tattoos. Walking around the Legion, you do see several elves you do see several half elves who are legionnaires. Again, all these legionnaires are the same. They look the same. They have the same haircut. You can't distinguish between male and female. There is no gender in the Legion. But all of their tattoos are black.
Oh, okay.
All the Legionnaires' tattoos are black.
Yeah, I remember Valen's were black too to begin.
Valen's were black too to begin with. Valen's tattoos are now kind of not glowing blue, but a little glowing blue.
Okay, yeah, I was just curious if we were given something that would do that. But okay. Yeah, so I guess Pal just walks into the command tent.
The three of you stand before Tritus Valerian, who is sitting at a desk working on some kind of report. Hello.
Hello.
What do you need?
looking for a bag of holding if you have one.
They continue working on their report. That's going to be a hard ask here. We really have no personal items ourselves as Legionnaires. You see that I afford myself some minor comforts, as befits my station, but even so, I mean, he has a rug. Really, they have a rug, right? Like, there's maybe one flower in a vase on a side table. Besides that, it's very stripped, bare in this room. There's nothing besides a desk, a tent, a couple chairs, a
Insight.
cot. Okay, roll insight.
$16.
They do not have one to give you, and they are not aware of any Legionnaire who would have one to give you, or anyone around who would have one to give you.
Pell will step forward and say, would it be possible to requisition one with the next supply caravan we get?
Titus looks at you. Young man, and almost laughs a bit. There are no caravans. The supplies that we have are the supplies that we have. This is the last ditch effort. Should we fail, the Empire falls. Everything that we have, everything the Empire has, is going now. He looks at Valen. Why else would your wife and daughter be here? Your wife is a healer in the arena. She does not belong on a battlefield. Yet here she is, because she has the ability to heal. She's not even the best among them. Your daughter has very limited magical ability. Yet she is here. All of my brothers and sisters are here. I am the Legionnaire. I am the one who gave their life to serve. Yet all of my siblings are here. Because when duty calls, we must come. There is no other choice. There is nothing else. Should we fail, we die. Should we fail, the world dies, as we know it, at least. My job is to get your team, your group, as close to this. They point to the map. The map is a 3D rendering of the area ahead. As they move their hand, it shifts and moves, panning across the landscape beyond. My job is to get you here. And there is just a black mass.
Then Harlow goes, "What are we waiting for?"
Bruce speaks up, a bag of holding.
So as he talks, Pel's going to ever so slightly make himself look a little bit older over time, so that he can't call him a young man again.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tritus is not elderly, but is definitely older. They're a dwarf. Yeah. There is some gray in their hair that you can see. They look at this map. We don't know what lies in here. The fact that we're able to show this to you at all is a wonder to myself and to my advisors.
Not a penis to be seen on it.
Several scouts' lives were lost just to obtain this magical image before you. shot out of the sky or ripped from the sky by things that we've never seen before. The legions have gathered. We will form the line here. And they draw on their map, essentially, kind of a semicircle around this black mass. As you watch it, as you look at it, it almost appears to be like a live image, right? Whatever magic has created this map is allowing them to see it as it is currently. You see horrific shapes crawling out of tunnels and holes, skittering across the surface of this lump, this almost tumor in the earth. Will the legions will form here and fight whatever armies come out. We do not know. The elves will have our back. If we had known in the past, of course, that they had any such strength, we would have. And they stop themselves. Moving on. The elves will be at our back.
So do the elves come down from the Umbra Wood, like around some other path to come up behind us?
Yeah, so a couple sessions ago, there was you guys were in Athodon, I think, and were transported via portal to Terra, where the legions all gathered, and a very shiny golden portal opened, and out came thousands upon thousands of elves with glowing blue tattoos, much to the surprise of the legions. So they draw this. Tritus draws this battle plan for you. The legion will form our shield wall here, with the elves at our back, using what magics and might they may have to support us. We lay down our lives, so you enter this stronghold that Dragonvor has created. We know not what lies within, or whether or not it is even possible for us to succeed here. But it is what we and you must do. So what say you?
Well, of course, this was the plan we all agreed on. That hasn't changed.
Bruce speaks up.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to shove Dragonvor in a bag of holding if we don't have a bag of holding.
Harlow just like hand to forehead, just scrunches and just goes, I think we're gonna have to hold off on that plan. Maybe put that as like a plan F.
Well, we need the bag of holding to have it as plan F.
Tritus waves their hand again, and the map table again shifts to an image that you have all seen before, which was the image of Dragonvor.
Oh, that's how he saw it. Yes.
This thing is not like that horror we faced earlier. This thing will not fall so easily. A spell like Polymorph may have no effect upon this creature. We do not know its strengths or its weaknesses, but do not place your hopes in such trivial magics.
Okay, so plan Z then.
I'll say Bruce is like, it's only trivial if it doesn't work. We don't know if it doesn't work.
Harlow turns to Bruce and goes, "Do you currently have a bag of
Yes, he technically does.
where?"
It's not fixed, but it is technically an old bag of holding.
It's not going
Ah.
to work.
That's a good. Yeah, that'll. Bell will say, would there happen to be anybody at the camp that might be able to help us repair a bag of holding?
There may be some kind of enchanter here. I do not know of any in my camp. It is an
Maybe in the
uncommon
elven
skill
camp.
to be able to make those kind of items.
Maybe the elven camp. Not that this is going to be plan A, like we're saying, but, you know, it'd be nice to have just in case.
Bruce likes to have options.
It's a good option. And now that we thought that we could fix it, yeah, let's go see if maybe some of the elven camp could help us.
That's why he keeps Harlow Jr. around. He likes to have options.
We'll have to get another bag for Harlow Jr.
Hey, Ian.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, this was the same location as where our previous, like, that little one-shot we did, yes?
What?
With, like, where, like, we made, like, side-low characters when we fought a rock golem.
It's the same map. The same image in Roll20, I think, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. See here.
So,
which map are you? What map?
So go back to the map, like this one, yes.
The Legion map? The Legion camp?
Yes. Is this the Legion camp where where Harlow did the escape? And where we did the one shot with the golem?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Harlow is then gonna go, I would like to summon all your artificers here, because if it is, there is an artificer in this town, or in this camp. Because my character in the one shot was an artificer.
Yes, okay, I remember that. Yes, this is a Legion. I don't believe those timelines lined up. If I'm remembering the one shot correctly, it was either
because I made the fire and everyone was getting scared by that because that's how I was running around and avoiding it.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right. Shit. Okay. Yeah, your artificer you're right. You're right. Tritus pulls a file and begins running through, and they summon your one-shot character to the tent.
How do I pull up that character sheet? Let me see what I can do.
Just so you know, I don't think they would be a high enough level to enchant a bag of holding.
As early as level 2, artificers can create a bag of holding.
Fucking Christ. Okay.
It might have been in this game.
The character sheet is not in the game.
Okay. Well, I at least know it, and
yeah.
And so one of the characters named Mac.
Yeah, it was Mac. Correct. They summon Mac. Mac appears before you all. Well, describe Mac to the group again for me, please.
Mac was a gnome who was a tinkering artificer. Shoot, I don't have his character sheet.
That's fine. We'll wing it. They were definitely at least level 2.
Yes, and he was a complete asshole.
Yes, they
Wait,
were.
was that the one where I was in Aarakocra
Yes.
and Petty you revived me? Yeah.
Yes.
So
I remember.
they pull Mac to you. What do you want?
You're an artificer, yes?
Yep.
We are needing some of your magical assistance, and I'm willing to pay a hefty fee for your help.
Hefty, huh?
Harlow hands over to Mac 10 platinum.
Hmm. I thought you said hefty.
Harlow hands over 10 platinum and 40 gold.
You think it costs 140 gold to enchant a bag of holding?
How does he know that? We haven't asked. Or wait, did we?
I thought you said you needed help with a bag of holding. If not, you need an artificer's help for 140 gold.
100. Harlow goes, we needed to save this place. You will be chosen. You will be decided as a hero.
I already am a hero. I saved this camp once before.
We understand that. We heard about a golem, yes?
We don't even know. However, what do you need me to enchant? I gotta know that before I can tell you a price.
Harlow waves Bruce over and says, "Get the duck out of the bag."
Bruce pulls out Harlow Jr.
Jesus. Junior.
Junior.
HJ for short.
Yes, hand job.
Hand job. I like it.
So, this bag used to be a bag of holding, and then somehow it broke.
Somehow it broke.
This whole thing, this thing's a piece of shit. I'll tell you what. Give me a real bag. You now realize that the bag of holding that you're holding is much smaller than your original bag of holding. Because it was torn to pieces and you just tried to put them back together with mending. It's not as big as it once was.
Harlow looks at the commander and goes, "Can we have a bag?"
They just shake their head at you. Like, you're asking like you're asking like the Joint Chief of Staff for a goddamn bag.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has to have at least nice luggage.
They don't.
The Pell will go over to like
They're also a legionnaire. They have nothing. They don't own things.
Yeah, Pell says, why don't we go over to like the mess tent to try to potato sack?
At that point, why don't we just use the quiver?
Well,
Ooh,
that's bigger.
The quiver already is already magic. It cannot further be enchanted to hold more as a bag of holding.
Correct.
So,
but the
How much for our artificer here, huh? Can't do two things to one thing? Oh.
But we could definitely get one from the quartermaster.
Okay, you make your way back to the quartermaster. They give you a bag.
Harlow goes, "Can we have two?"
2 bags?
Yes, please.
They give you another bag. They are they're messenger bags that have a shoulder strap.
Perfect. I love a good messenger bag.
I'm sure you do. Hipster.
I was like, where are you going with that? But anyway. So
It's because you're a
we come
hipster.
back.
Sean, also, you're a social worker at a school. I mean, I would imagine you definitely have a shoulder bag.
Oh, I do. I do.
I bet it's the best. Like if I could have one for my
it's a
job,
knockoff Amazon one that's already it broke on like this like the third week that I have it, but I still have it
Mm-hmm.
and still use it because Marissa doesn't let me get any more backpacks, but it's fine.
Heard.
What?
I have so many backpacks. Kyle, just ask her.
I bet you have 1 million backpacks.
I know I have at least 7.
Mm-hmm. Heard.
So we come back to the main tent where Mac is, and we go, here are 2 bags.
Okay. Nice bags.
Can you please do this to save our town? To save the world?
Okay.
And if he says no, I have a backup plan.
And if he could somehow, get our money back that was in it before, he could have all that. Incentive.
Yeah. Technically, we won't get it back, but he could find it.
Yeah.
Guys. Hold on. I just gotta see what the fuck we're doing here.
Let's see what kind of random history he is.
I just got to see what the fuck it is. And I've never played an artificer or know anything fucking about them, so just give me a mo. Because what the fuck?
Where's Rex?
Replicable. Using some fusion. Do some.
During this time, Pell is feeding Harlow Jr. some crackers.
Oh my god! Why? Harlow just goes, can we just call it Junior, please?
And then Pell produces from nowhere like a little badge that says Harlow Jr. and puts it on the duck.
Fuck yeah. As you do so, the crackers literally just fall out of its ass. Like they just literally, like, as soon as it goes in its mouth, it comes right out of its ass, just crumbs.
Wait, like, crumbs are like solid?
Crumbs, like, just crumbs. Like it's like being ground by gears and it's coming out of its ass.
And then Pell picks up the dust and he puts it back in the duck. I'm gonna get more crackers now.
So you just fucking make it?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. You got two goddamn bags of holding now. He takes your gold and this is for me. It cost me nothing, but fuck you guys. And he walks away.
Enjoy the money, sir.
Mark off 40 gold.
And 40 gold and 10 platinum. Already did.
Thank God. You remember you are very limited on resources right now.
But now we have 2 bags of holding.
You technically do.
At least for 1,000 gold.
So now, hold on. Harlow is gonna mend on one of the bags some writing that says, "Don't break this bag."
You have no paint in which to do so. And it doesn't now a magic item. It repels anything you try to put on it. It is Literally, it's a fucking haversack, shitty fabric bag with no cool designs on it. It looks plain as shit. It looks pretty terrible. It's fucking potato cloth, basically. It's terrible. It's honestly god awful. They're ugly. They throw off
But
your entire
functional.
look when you carry them.
Oh,
Harlow.
From now on,
wait.
you know what?
Wait.
Rule. Here's a rule. From now on, if you are carrying the bag of holding and you try to make a persuasion or intimidation check, you do so at disadvantage because everyone else is actually looking at the bag because it's clashing so bad with your outfit. Boom. Roasted.
But what about what if Ian, what if Pel's holding it and he has his hat of disguise on? Can it change the bag?
No, because it's a magic item.
Oh.
I'm not. No. The bag, it will resist it because it's so fucking ugly. That's part of its magic. Is it's god awfully ugly. Also, because I'm annoyed with how easy you got that.
So, note to self: when back in town, buy a nice bag to put the 2 bags of holding in.
No takes backs. You can't loophole that.
Yeah. Hey Bruce,
The other bags.
put one bag of holding into the other one,
No.
and then
No.
put it in a nice bag. It'll be great.
I said putting.
I'm wearing one bag. Pell is wearing the other bag.
Pel hands the bag back to Bruce. This is ugly.
That's fair.
I mean, does a bag of holding get more full, or does it always hold its shape? Like, how does that work?
It does not. The bag shape does not change. It never weighs more than 15 pounds. It does have a maximum size.
Hold on. Kyle just literally texted Marissa how many backpacks does John have?
I know, I'm waiting for a response. What the hell?
So, Tritus says, "You have your bags? What's next?" They're looking a little bit peeved. We must move forward. We must move on.
Bruce says, now we can. We have Plan Z ready now.
What is Plan A?
Plan A
I am sacrificing the lives of 50,000 of my people for you. What are you doing to defeat the bastard Dragon 4?
Harlow just stops and goes, did you ever think that he's not the full problem?
That is not my concern. That is yours. What are you doing to defeat him?
But, like, when we do, and it doesn't fix things, then what?
I simply command the legions. We are fighters, we are warriors. This is what we do.
Okay, so then you're going to be mad at us when it's fixed?
But
I will
Pel
be mad
wants
at
to.
you when you do not have a plan. I will be mad at you when you faff around with a goddamn bag instead of deciding how to fix this. I do not know what remedy there is. I do not know what will happen once you defeat Dragon Vor, should you defeat Dragon Vor. I do not know how to remove the blight from this world. That is something that you must do. You are arcanists. All of you have some kind of magical ability, do you not? Use that knowledge.
Harlow looks at Bruce and just sees him petting the duck. And I was like, most of us do.
Correct. Well, actually, no,
Tritus-
technically Bruce does.
Bruce is a player.
Fucking sorcerer.
Yeah.
Oh, sorcerer.
Shit,
And
you're
a
right.
goddamn paladin.
Well, yeah, sorry, yeah, paladin, not cleric, yeah.
You're a fucking paladin. Well, you have got divine smite. Yes, you have fucking magical.
I'm a
magic.
druid first. I'm a druid first, sir.
I know.
How
I was
dare
talking to Bruce. Tritus slams their hand in a fist against the table. The image of Dragonvor that was formed from the sand on the table just and floods the table. You see sparks fly from their hand. Leave this tent. Create a plan and come back. My armies are moving forward. With us or not. Or with you or not. I care not. Whether you stay here or follow us or march before us. But my armies must move or die. They turn their back on you and begin shouting orders, which are obeyed rapidly. The tents, the walls, the fires are wrapped up, extinguished, put away, packed. In about 20 minutes, the camp is completely and utterly broken down. You see mages at all the walls breaking the stone. They had used mold earth to create it, and they're using mold earth to break it down and create aisleways for cohorts of the Legion to march through on their way forward.
I like to imagine as this is happening, we're all just like standing there, not moving. Just like
Basically, yeah,
the bullets
yeah.
down around us.
Unless there's something you are doing, basically, yes. Valen begins watching and hurries off to the healing tents to find Ellie and Kirith. And Cineas, actually. All of them together. Also, Tim, I made Cineas Rakther into Jesus on accident. That's on me.
Not necessarily like a Jesus, but like
He was crucified for a goddamn week and survived. Yes,
Really?
I made him into fucking Jesus.
okay, fair. I
Cineas
almost said
Rakther is
I
now a
haven't
good.
studied. My dumbass said I haven't really studied up on my like Bible lore. Then I went, Jesus fuck Bible lore.
So Cineas now is essentially a servant for Valen's family.
Yeah. So what was he crucified for?
He was crucified for a lot of different crimes.
Yeah, but I just remember that one session where we like planted fake evidence for him.
Yeah, for that. Then after that was investigated, the fake evidence was investigated. It actually revealed more true evidence of very serious crimes, not, including essentially slavery, which is very frowned upon in the Empire.
Oh.
Very, 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 very frowned upon. So he was crucified immediately and hung on the crucifix for 7 days and survived. After that was taken down and had his body wrapped in magical chain to bear the weight of his sins forever.
Jeez.
And now he was immediately cared for by Ellie, who did not recognize him, and was taken home by Ellie. Kirith saw him, recognized him immediately, and they have given him some shelter, and he is essentially their servant now. The Legion begins marching. 20 minutes of breakdown of the camp flies by, and the Legion is marching away. Tritus Valerian is mounted now upon a horse and is observing the Legion marching with his cadre of advisors around him. Also, several guards, of course. He can't. The horse canters over to you. Their horse doesn't like you much either. Very much heavily breathing, blowing out its nose. They say, "Come up with a plan. Meet us there at the next campsite, or move forward. I am tired of this slow attitude. The Legion moves fast." And they gallop away. And the Legion does move fast. There are 10,000 men in this camp. There's 4 other camps. There's a total of 5 Legion camps. They break down at the exact same time, form exact perfect lines, and they are marching in lockstep away. All of them. 50,000 people marching. The ground shakes beneath you. The elves, the elven camp is a lot more loosey-goosey. So you see some of them are still just waking up. It's now late to mid-morning. Almost lunchtime. You see sleepy elves rubbing their eyes coming out of their tents. Are we
That's
going?
my kind of camp.
Are we moving? And they rush and hurry and pack up their things, taking much longer. And as they move forward, they are some running, some walking, some on horses, some on elk, some on mooses. They're on a variety of different wild animals. A couple of the smaller, more slight elves are on wolves. And they move en masse, not in lockstep. A writhing group, weaving in and out of the legionnaires, but never together with each other. They are chaos incarnate, essentially.
Messing up the Legion's perfect symmetry.
Not at all messing it up, but weaving in between their symmetry in an almost dance. You are being left in the dust. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go get my own Legion. Hookers and blackjack.
I make my own Legion with blackjack and hookers.
Well, I guess we're gonna, keep walking. I mean, we gotta make sure that Plan A works, because if we get to Plan Z, we're really gambling.
That's right. No, what our plan is basically like we kind of talked about. Let the Legion kind of and elves draw the vast majority of the horde of the blight away, and then sneak in and go fight Dragonborn. How we beat him, I don't know, but we'll fight him.
I mean, we made it this far doing that kind of mentality of we'll figure it out when we get there.
Okay. So you begin moving forward. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes. Bruce is looking around
Yeah.
for his horse.
Bruce does not have a horse.
What do you mean? The Legion didn't leave him a horse?
No, we have
No.
we have Fig, and that's about it, I think.
You guys have a cart that's honestly covered in fucking plants with a pack pony. Not even a horse. Not a horse that you could ride for sure.
Yeah, we've had Fig for a while. Is he not a full horse yet? Or is he like a small horse that could be a pony forever?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's just, you call it a pony, it's a small horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
I mean,
pack. It's a pack
is
animal.
is Fig a full size, pony? Like, not gonna get any bigger.
There's
Not a good
there's
dog.
absolutely no way you could ride Fig.
No. Imagine the way your favorite cart's just funny. It's just overgrown with Flate's plants.
Yeah, completely and totally overgrown with Flate's plants.
Because
Who's
nobody's
supposed to
been
take care
pruning
of
them.
those?
It's just give you water and sunlight. Keeps getting bigger.
Mhm. So some of the plant pots are empty, having been used to create the elixir to heal the mother trees, but others are wildly growing with something. And then y'all know.
Was
That's the way
Delta
we
supposed
like
to
it.
take care of the plants?
I
No,
believe Delta was
doesn't
taking care of
France
the
know.
plants. Valen was taking care of the plants a little bit as well, I believe.
Carlo knows plants.
Yeah, I think Harlow needs to, work on those plants.
Harlow can certainly try. You want to do that, John?
Yeah, he's muted.
Oh no.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna kind of follow behind the Legion and elves. I guess when we're walking Pelican, we'll think, maybe make like some Arcana checks to try to think of a way to beat Dragonvor. That's not just brute force. I don't know.
Okay. You make your way.
Slow
You have
computer.
your cart. You have Fig pulling the cart for you. Fig is happy. Fig's been well cared for at the Legion camp.
Ooh.
What was your
Not a good
Arcana for?
Arcana. Just that he's thinking about maybe a magical means of beating Dragonvor.
Oh yeah, okay.
The 12.
You know that you guys have a lot of power right now. From roll let me think. I think probably history is actually also going to be. It could just be. If I want to see if there's a good check for it. Yeah, roll a history
Religion?
check.
Okay.
That's good. The 17.
Not as bad.
So 12 Arcana, 17 history. So magic wise, with a 12 Arcana, you guys are in possession of some pretty strong magic items.
What do you mean? We lost most of them.
Yeah.
You have potentially some of the strongest magical items ever created because these weapons are infused by celestial beings.
Yeah.
You are in the possession of items with 4 levels of power that have never been created before. You know that typical magical items are enchanted. It costs money, and it takes a long fucking time to learn how to do any of it and to even just create the items themselves. Walking around and having a being put their life essence, their power into something with a 17 history, you've never heard of it before. You ask around, no one's heard of this before. Something like this has never happened before. You are in possession of very, very strong magical items that will be of great assistance to you in fighting against Dragonvor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
With the 17 history as well, thinking about strategy and what to do next. What would be best to do. You know that with 50,000 legionnaires plus however many elves have managed to come, you're still unsure. You know there is a large mass of elves. The camp was huge. But they present a incredible show of force. So whatever is in this stronghold of Dragonvors will more than likely be focused on them. You finding a way inside is the difficult part, not trying to not be detected potentially if that's what you want. Or just finding a way to get to Dragonvor while the rest of his armies are being distracted.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
You know there's an old mantra, if you cut off the head of a snake, the body will fail. You're not quite sure if that's true, if that applies to armies, or that applies to battle. But you know it's true for snakes. You cut off its fucking head, the body dies.
Yeah, maybe Harlow could polymorph us all into sandflies. We can fly in past the hordes into Dragonborn.
Harlow nods and goes, yeah, possible.
I'll say with your 12 Arcana, as you say that, you also, there's a small thought in the back of your head that it's maybe not the best idea.
But what about with Bruce's Arcana?
I don't know what Bruce's Arcana is. Bruce, roll an Arcana check.
Bruce also wants to know how old is HJ?
That's not Arcana.
That's
Yeah, sorry, I accidentally misclicked.
You're good.
Perception would be nice too.
That is a damn good Arcana. With a 19 Arcana, as Pell says, we should just polymorph into sandflies and fly in there. You know that's a fucking terrible idea. Because when you polymorph into something, you don't keep your stats. You know that you would have the mind of a sandfly, which is no mind at all, and you would probably fly away and be eaten by a fucking bird. Which means you would transform back into your normal self and fall to your death. And you'd also explode a bird. Because you'd probably morph back inside a bird's mouth or body.
The second part doesn't sound so bad.
Well, no, falling is
free chicken.
Kinda.
But what if we turn into sandflies and get eaten by HJ?
It comes right out the other end, so that doesn't help us.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
we all fly into HJ and he walks in.
You do know that the crackers that you were feeding HJ were broken to pieces. You would imagine the same thing would happen to the sandflies. Which would mean that you would break HJ.
Not a good idea.
Harlow goes, is he also a duck of holding?
That's what we should have done. But wait, how old is HJ? Do we find out? How long has he been around?
With a 19 Arcana, you know that these are the duck of many things. The magic that creates them is temporary. Once their cards are gone, once their feathers are gone from their wings, they cease to exist in some fashion. So they are definitely not, they're not super old, but you don't really know because you've never seen one of them before. They're rare. Did the person who sell it to you create it? Don't know. Did they find it hidden away in some tomb? Possibly. Magic unlike you have ever seen before.
Do you think we can get Dragonvor to pull a feather?
You can certainly try.
So that's plan B.
Harlow goes, I think, unfortunately, we just need to face head on.
Well, yeah, that's plan A. But how do we get in is, the other issue.
Well,
Hey, you have without a trace, right?
yes.
We'll sneak it easy enough.
We're definitely walking while talking, by the way.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure. No, I
Yeah, we're
figured you
just
guys
standing
were.
around.
Valen is in the cart, and with the reins driving the cart, and the rest of you are talking. That's why you
With
guys are
Sprig?
walking behind the cart. With
With
Fig.
Fig? With Fig.
With Fig.
Fig is probably so fucking famine.
What the hell does that mean?
Like hungry. Like he's probably just skin and bones.
Fig? No, Fig is fat as fuck.
I love it.
Fig has been.
Must say he was
You motherfuckers left Fig in goddamn Ovidheim. The goddamn land of elves who love living things. They fed the fuck out of this horse.
and at the camp, too.
Mm-hmm. He's a happy horsey.
And just to make sure he's still friends with us, Harlow uses animal friendship.
We don't feed him as well as other friends do.
Let me see. Okay. Good to know. It nuzzles you a little bit.
Winning.
Mm-hmm. Valen looked back at you all. So what are we doing?
I thought you were coming up with the plan.
We're gonna go kick Dragonvor's ass.
That.
I can't do that for you right now. Too much on my mind, Valen says.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to presume to say what Meg would have Valen do, and I'm not going to give you guys the easy answer of giving it to you yourselves.
So
How's
just
that?
sing Wonderball for us.
No.
Please?
I can't.
Ugh. Valen loses inspiration.
You wish.
So Harlow goes, I have passed without a trace. If the troops create a distraction, we might be able to sneak around. Is that what we're wanting to do, or face him head on?
I mean, we're still going to have to face him head on, but we're just
Yeah,
trying
we can do that
to.
either way.
We're just trying to get in there with the least amount of damage.
Yeah, you want to have maximum health and fun. So sneak in and fight him while the army distracts. Then again, being a hive mind, how much can you really distract it? But that's the idea anyway.
Right.
I mean, it's not like anybody else has fought someone of this caliber before, so.
No, we've been the only ones with that experience.
And we weren't. Was he even at full strength at that point?
No.
There was a tapestry or something of that tiefling fighting Dragonborn.
Wasn't that flanked?
At Flame's Castle.
Wasn't that flanked fighting him?
It kind of looked like it.
Shit.
Well, we can't really bring flanked back.
No, maybe it's been done before.
Yeah, but we don't have a tiefling.
I'm a
he's in,
shapeshifter. I can do it.
Quick,
unless
turn
he's
into a
in
tiefling.
France.
Pell turns into flames.
Quick, now just
Oh.
use his character sheet.
Hell's form completely changes into flames.
Wait,
Do
let's
you
see if
change
it's the real
into-
flame.
Do you change
Hold
into
up
flames
a
as a
minute.
tiefling? Hold on. Do you change into flames as a tiefling, or do you change into flames as an elf?
Ooh.
Well, as he appeared in the tapestry, so it would be as a tiefling.
Okay.
A secret tunnel unlocks.
See, we can do what the tapestry showed, I guess. And then Bell turns back normal. But based upon what Pell got with his Arcana history check, I believe we're gonna have to use our magical items to overwhelm Dragonborn. They have the blessing of the Mother Tree on them. So they're probably our best bet at beating Dragonborn and stopping the blight.
Sounds good to Bruce.
So plan A. Use our enchanted items to beat Dragonborn.
While the Legion.
Plan B. Plan B is Duck,
Yep.
Harlow Jr. Plan Z is Bag of Holding. You want letters to go. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we can just, follow the Legion and continue pondering.
Yep.
Okay. You make your way following the Legion. It's very easy to follow them. The ground beneath them is trampled completely. There's 50,000 people minimum. Most of them walking in completely straight and perfect lines. Marching across the grasslands towards the stronghold of Dragonvor and the base of the Blight in this world. What lies there, none of you know. It could be your deaths, but will most certainly be the deaths of several thousand legionnaires and elves as they hold the line while you continue to work out your plan to get in there and defeat Dragonvor. With that, we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up in a couple weeks, but not next week because we have an important event happening.
Kyle's
D&D in
birthday! Happy birthday,
Kyle's birthday.
to Kyle! Happy birthday to Kyle!
No, I'm already old enough.
Heard.